What defines a generation of gaming? What do gamers really want from games? As we move into the next generation of gaming, this is what I'm thinking about. This is why I believe Sony, with the PS5 and Epic Games with Unreal Engine 5, share a vision of what gamers really want, and Microsoft is still living in the past. They're standing there at the whiteboard wondering what to do. They're drawing pictures of the same old solutions, trying to tackle the same old problems. PC gamers, myself included, we may want to reconsider what we think of as defining gaming. So to provide some context of what I'm trying to say, let's look at an example. Let's look at the winner of the 2017 Game Awards. That winner is none other than the imaginative and wonderful Zelda Breath of the Wild. Its competition that year was Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, PUBG, and Super Mario Odyssey. With the exception of the one other Nintendo title on that list, the others were all on more impressive and powerful hardware. Horizon Zero Dawn was thought to be the winner by a wide margin, especially due to the waning popularity of Nintendo and Nintendo titles over the previous years, due to the lackluster sales of the Wii U. But one needs to remember that the Game Awards aren't journalist voted, but community voted. In other words, gamers pick the winner. So this begs the question, what made Zelda Breath of the Wild such a standout game? How did it beat the beautiful powerhouse that is Horizon Zero Dawn? It comes down to one thing. And that thing, it isn't graphics. That one thing is gameplay experience. And gameplay experience is at the heart of why all gamers game. You see, Horizon Zero Dawn shared many details with other open-world action-adventure games. One of its closest relatives is probably The Witcher 3, which was a previous Game of the Year award winner. Questing, character growth, NPC, storytelling, it all worked very similar. Zelda didn't do this. It decided to be its own game and experience. To compensate for the consoles it was on, it used cel-shaded graphics, which allowed it to be beautiful, but it clearly wasn't as beautiful as Horizon Zero Dawn. However, its gameplay was amazingly unique. It explored go anywhere, do anything in an actual, real way. No smoke and mirrors, no overhype from developers. If the player saw it, the player could do it. The game had a rich physics system that allowed for tons of gameplay variety in combat and exploration. Weapons would break, and that meant the player was on the constant hunt for more. The game wasn't just about going to dungeons and beating bosses. It was about survival, learning the mechanics to accomplish simple tasks, cooking to keep Link's health up, and proper attire for the cold, heat, and climbing, and even combat. Although some of these were trivial tasks, they propelled the player forward. They pushed the player to keep exploring and discovering new things. With each discovery by the player, the growth of Link wasn't tied to an arbitrary number, like a level or experience point. Instead, it was measured by the player's ability to accomplish more and to tackle new obstacles. This is very different from other games in the open world genre. Was there a story for Breath of the Wild? Yes. Was it central to what pushed the player to play the game? No. The player was propelled by the experience of the game itself. This is the true genius of game design and the true genius of Nintendo. The Nintendo Switch is selling like water in the middle of a desert. But why? Yeah, it's newer than the PS4 and Xbox One, but it's nowhere near as powerful of hardware. But what's unique about it is the experience it provides, one that you can't get anywhere else. It provides games that are unique, thoughtful, and fun. But Azreow, I hear you ask, why are you heaping all this praise on Nintendo? Well, I really admire their courage to go against the grain of an industry where all the big players think games are defined mostly by how pretty they are, because that's what they think sells. But what does that have to do with Unreal Engine 5 and PlayStation 5? Why am I rambling about Nintendo when my video is titled UE4 and PS5? Well, let's get to that. While it's true that the new Unreal Engine 5 demo showed how pretty next-gen can be, that wasn't the focus of Lumen and Nanite. And while PS5 was powering those pretty visuals, that wasn't the focus of the demo either. You see, the focus was showing a tool that developers can use to get an amazing result with less effort. Sony and Epic seem intent on providing tools to developers to create in new ways. It isn't just about the output of pretty graphics. It's about giving the developer tools to get to that point as quickly as possible. How many people are really going to notice the super realistic bounce lighting? How many people are going to notice all the triangles in a scene? Almost none. The majority of gamers are not concerned about the technical details of what makes a scene pretty or realistic. In fact, the less the player thinks about, the better job the technology did of fooling the player's brain into immersion. When a player clicks a button on a controller, the landscape isn't the thing that normally changes. Instead, the player character takes an action. The character on the screen does a thing. So what makes that action worth taking over and over and over again like in a video game? Simple. It triggered a good response in the player's brain. They liked what happened. And while I can concede that bad graphics can be off-putting and prevent a player from playing a game, one must also concede that players have been playing video games for well over 4 decades. And a good portion of that time, the games barely had anything more than lines and dots comprised to make a sprite move across a screen. Gaming has never been solely about the visuals. Instead, it's been about the experience. I have stated this in so many ways in this video so far. And this is why I believe the Xbox still has far to go. They can provide the horsepower for pretty stuff, but they need to provide the tools for the experience as well. I know that Microsoft has DirectX 12 and DirectX 12 Ultimate, but these tools are just iterations of tools we already have. They aren't new, and they aren't able to help developers iterate faster. Epic is showing us that that's what they want to do with Lumen and Nanite in Unreal Engine 5. Sony and Mark Cerny pushed that point in Road to PS5. The time to get developers up to speed on PlayStation 5 is very small, and Mark Cerny was very proud of that. So what does the future of gaming hold? While I'm sure that there will be prettier things to come, I don't want to play a pretty game if it's just a walking simulator. I want to play a game that provides a new and fresh experience. So look beyond the teraflops and the spec sheets. Look at what is going to be possible with the new tools that can take us to those experiences faster. Open your mind to what is possible when creativity is uncapped from old problems. The future of gaming isn't in the most powerful hardware. The future of gaming is the power of creators creating new experiences. Alright, so that was my new video. I know I sounded kind of solemn in the whole video, but I tried my best to add some variety to my voice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there was anything I could do better, please let me know in the comments. That was my first time trying a video of that type, where I wrote what I wanted to say and then read it and then did some video over it. But I really did enjoy writing this piece. I really did enjoy making this video, and I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Thank you guys for all the support I've had so far. My best viewed video has just hit over 1,000 views. I am super excited about that. I can't wait to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And I also cannot wait to get a haircut once I know it's safe to go to the barber. Hey look, my male pattern baldness is showing. So anyway, if you guys liked it, like it. If you guys please could subscribe, that'd be great. If you didn't like it, let me know. If there's anything I can improve, again, please comment. I enjoy the comment interactions. I love the questions, and I hope to get to some more content soon. And I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.